ॐ अखण्डानन्दसम्बोधो वन्दनादि यस्य जायते गोविन्दं तमहं वन्दे चिदानन्दतनुं गुरुं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Acharya is talking about conclusion of the Vairagya. In that, we have seen up to 89th shloka, in which he said there are three gates to death in this samsara. And they are the wife or a woman, jihva means the taste, and kanakam means wealth. This he explains now in 90th shloka with a metaphor. Page number 39. Mukti Srinagarasya durjayataram dwaram yadastyadimam तस्य द्वे अररे धनञ्च युवती ताभ्यां पिनद्धं दृढम् कामाख्यार्गलदारुणा बलवता द्वारं तदेतत्त्रयम् धीरो यस्तु भिनत्ति सोऽर्हति सुखं भोक्तुं विमुक्तिश्रियम्. From these shlokas, you can see they are like signature shlokas of Bhagavan Bhashyakara. How the Shardul Vikradita Chanda will be used. In Viveka Chudamani also, such shlokas are there. If there is a city called City of Liberation, Mukti Srinagar, it has a first gate, big door to the entrance, which is difficult to conquer. Durjayataram Adimam Dwaram Yadasti. What is that gate? He says this gate has two planks, means two panels in the door. Door means a huge gate. What are they? Tasyadve arare dhanancha yuvati, wealth and woman. These are the two panels of the huge gate. Tabhyam pinaddham dridham. By that, the city of liberation is shut. And there is another thing that closes it. Kamakhyargala daruna balavata dwaram dridham pinaddham. This door is shut by a big, thick wooden plank. It's like a door knob. But in the olden days, they used to put like a full wooden thing. And that is kama, desires. In the previous shloka, it was called rasanendriya. Now here he calls it as kama. So the two wooden panels wealth and woman, and desires, that is the wooden plank which shuts it. The wise one has to break all the three. Yahatu bhinati dhiraha. So, etatrayam bhinati. He has to break all the three. The one who breaks it, vimukti shriyam sukham bhoktum arhati. He will get the wealth of liberation. Dhiraha dhiyam rati vishayabhyaha. It is said. The one who dhiyam rati. Dhiyam rati means he controls his buddhi, intellect from the vishayas. Or dhiyam irayati itiva dhiraha. Argalaha means pratibandhaha, obstruction. This argala is desire. If a person has more desires, that person will never be able to seek moksha. Significantly, the desire should go. In fact, if all desires go, nothing like it. But at least all the desires for external worlds, etc., should go away. And the desire for wealth, woman, prosperity, name, fame, all these desires also should go. They will become obstacle for a sadhaka. So one who breaks this, tadetra trayam bhinati, he will get the sukham. So many people start this journey of Vedanta. People, sadhakas are really excited to study. But such statements, when they come, that you have to give up wealth, you have to give up woman, you have to give up name, fame, etc., you will find hardly one or two interested in such things. People want to keep everything and study Vedanta, and they want to show to others that they know a lot. Really, they are not interested in giving up these obstacles which are listed here. And then they think, I know everything and I am Brahma. I am Brahma, that statement starts from the third day itself. I am Brahman. I am Brahman. If it was that easy, there was no need of so many Shastra and shlokas and bhashyas and tikas. Everybody is Brahmagyani. Arudhasya vivekashvam तीव्र वैराग्य खड्गिनः तितिक्षा वर्म युक्तस्य प्रतियोगी न दृश्यते. विवेकाश्वम आरूढ़स्य तीव्र वैराग्य खड्गिनः तितिक्षा वर्म युक्तस्य प्रतियोगी न दृश्यते. प्रतियोगी मीन्स शत्रु, विरोधी. There is no opponent for a person who is riding on the horse of Viveka, means has clear Viveka between Atma and Anatma or Nitya Anitya, who has the sword of extreme dispassion, Atyanta Vairagya, Tivra Vairagya. And Titiksha is the Varma. Titiksha will be said later. That is the Varma, that is the protection, Kavach, the armor or shield. Means ability to forbear and withstand the challenges in life. Challenges, particularly when you study Moksha Shastra in Gurukula for long time. That is when Titiksha will be tested. For a short time, you have to manage, and you already know within short time I'll be free. So somehow you manage things here, there. That is not Titiksha. Even you have to eat food in Annakshatra, in particular here in Rishikesh area, Annakshatra food, very simple food. And the circumstances are not conducive. Sometimes there is nothing. So all titiksha and very hot weather, extreme hot and cold also. So that kind of titiksha is required to sustain on the path of study, sadhana. Vivekajam tivra viraktimeva muktirnidanam pravadanti santaha tasmad viveki viratim mumukshuh संपादयेत्तां प्रथमं प्रयत्नात् संतः विवेकजां तीव्रविरक्तिमेव मुक्तेर्निदानं प्रवदन्ति तस्माद् विवेकी मुमुक्षुः तां प्रथमं प्रयत्नात् तां विरतिं प्रथमं प्रयत्नात् संपादयेत्. The wise people, they say, the dispassion which arises from viveka, viveka-janya vairagya, tivra vairagya, this is the cause of liberation. This is the means to liberation. You have enough viveka, from that viveka, vairagya comes, you will definitely get moksha. So priority number one is you should get vairagya. Viveka many people have. Vairagya is difficult to acquire. So viveki mumukshuhu tam viratim, that vairagya which is out of understanding, out of conviction, such vairagya he should cultivate. Pumanajata nirvedo deha bandhang jihasitum nahi shaknoti nirvedo bandhabhedo mahanasau. अजात निर्वेदो पुमान देहबंधम जिहासितुम नहीं शक्नोति. जिहासा हातुम इच्छा. Jakar comes from abhyase charcha. Ikar comes from sanyatah. Jihasa. Jihasitum. To give up. Dehabandham jihasitum na shaknoti. Who? Ajata nirvedo puman. Person who does not have vairagya. To cut the notion that I am the body, it is not easy. असौ निर्वेद एव महान बंध भेद शरीर बंधनम भेतुम समर्थ इति. दिस वैराग्य इज महान बंध भेद. इट इज द डिस्ट्रक्टर ऑफ द बॉन्डेज. वैराग्य. वैराग्य विल कट द बॉन्डेज. Actually, Jnanam is very simple. Vairagya takes so much time. But people don't give any importance to Vairagya and they give all the importance to knowledge. Vairagya and knowledge together is what is needed. Lot of Vairagya, but वैराग्यरहिता एव यमालय इवालये क्लिश्नन्ति त्रिविधैस्तापैर् मोहिता अपि पंडिताः। वैराग्य रहिता, those who don't have vairagya, ashuddha chittaha, people with impure mind, moha kalilam, they have. In Vishaya, those who think, oh, they are wonderful, I have to have this, I have to have that, I want to enjoy. And food, clothing, varieties of wonderful, beautiful women around, this is what they like. Yamalaya iva alaye klishnanti. Such people in their home, which is like Yamalaya, means they are going to go to Yama only. They are not going to get moksha. They will have mrityu and punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Trivida tapaihi mohitaha panditaha api klishnanti. Even though they seem to have some viveka, they might have ability to explain to someone. Oh, I can explain you. I can teach you. Do you have vairagya? No, they are vairagya rahitaha. With this, vairagya description is concluded here. But vairagya, what is meant by vairagya is, there is no attachment to anything. And oneself has to do the examination, which means I have to learn to live away from objects. If a person says, I need them, see if you can live without them for a few months at a stretch. If you cannot, that means you are bound by them. Certain things everybody may need, like when the weather is very cold, so you need warm clothing. That is not what is going to cause bondage. You need a roof when it is raining. There is a lot of rain in the mountains here. So you need a roof, that is good. You need a room to stay, kutia. Vairagya means there is no obsession for any object, any place, people around. Anybody is there, not there, I am going to walk on my path. I am going to leave everything. Just like how Yudhishthira did not care who fell down behind him. He just went on walking. Draupadi fell, Sahadeva, Nakula, everybody fell down. Yudhishthira didn't stop. That much courage one should have. Balam one should have. Ability, the strength to stay away from Vishayas, not get entangled in Vishayas, not to indulge in Vishayas. Some other shlokas are quoted. Mano hi dvividham proktam shuddham cha shuddham evacha ashuddham kama sankalpam shuddham kama vivarjitam. This is from Amrita Bindu. Mind is referred to of two types, Shuddham, pure, and Ashuddham, impure. Ashuddham manaha, the one which has Kama Sankalpa. Shuddham is Kama Vivarjitam, devoid of Kama. And therefore, mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho, bandhaya vishayasaktam muktam nirvishayam smritam. Mana is the karanam for bandha and moksha for manushas. Vishayasaktam manaha bandhaya. Nirvishayam manaha Muktam is given here. Another part is Muktya for Mukti, Chaturthi. Nirvishayam manaha Muktya smrutam. Yadidam manasa vacha चक्षुर्भ्यां श्रवणादिभिः नश्वरं गृह्यमाणं च विद्धि माया मनोमयम्. It says anything in this creation which is known through mind, through speech, through sense organs, by listening to something, that which is nashwaram, impermanent, and grihyamanam, that which becomes drishya, know it as maya, manomayam. Mayamayam, manomayam cha. It is nothing but illusory, and it is manomayam literally means it is a play of mind. Play of mind, so somebody will question how it is play of mind. This is Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 11.7.7. Play of mind means, if I have understood that there is, the waking world is like a dream world, then waking world is like a dream projection. Dream projection is a play of mind. So waking world is also a play of mind. Pariksha Lokan, this quotation from the Upanishad is also given. Pariksha Lokan karmachitan brahmano nirveda maya nasti akrita kritena. This is the Viveka. This Viveka should produce nirveda, vairagya. That akritaha kritena, akrita brahma, kritena karmana nasti. And therefore, nirvedam ayat. He will get vairagya. Brahma bhuvana lokaha punaravartinorjuna. Bhagavan says, up to Brahma Loka, if anybody goes, unless they have vairagya and they are going to pursue krama mukti, everybody will come back. They have punaravartanam. Ityadibihi yeshanatraya vinirmuktasyaiva shamadayo arthavantaha phalavantaha syu. In this way, those who have desirelessness from the three yashanas, three desires, those who are free from them, for them, shamadamadi, they are meaningful and fruitful. Arthavantaha, phalavantaha, syuhu, shamadaya. What is shamadaya? That is the next topic now. Shamadhi sadhan nirupanam. Shat sampatti, they are called. The six inner wealth. Shamodamastitikshō paratihi shraddha tatah param. Samadhanamiti proktam shadaivaite shamadayah. So first he just lists them. What are they? Shamaha. Shamaha means, Shama popularly is mentioned as control over mind. And Dama is control over sense organs. So in Brahadaranyaka Bhashya, Bhagavan Bhashyakar has given Shama as control over senses and Dama as control over mind. So Sureshwaracharya ji says, you have to take Arthakrama as more important than Pathakrama. Pathakramat Arthakarmo Baliyan. And therefore Shama, he explains as control over mind. Because everywhere Shama is explained in this way alone. Damaha. Then Titiksha. Titiksha, fortitude. Uparati. Uparati means renunciation, withdrawal. Shraddha, faith. And Samadhanam. Samadhanam means ekagrata, concentration. They are the six inner wealth, shamadaya, shat sampatti. Now, shama is explained first. Ekavrityaiv manasaha, ekavrityaiva manasaha, स्वलक्ष्ये नियतस्थितिः श्रम इत्युच्यते सद्भिः श्रमलक्षणवेदिभिः. एकवृत्त्या, by a single pointed thought, स्वलक्ष्ये मनसः नियतस्थितिः, one's own lakshya, which is Brahma in our case, in that मनसः नियतस्थिति, niyamit, one is fixed, focused on mind, on Brahma. Mind is focused on Brahma. So those who know the lakshana of Shama, Shama Lakshana Vedibihi, Sadbihi, by these wise people, this is called Shama. They say Shama means you should have mind focused on your goal, Lakshya. And the Lakshya is Brahma, Nirguna Brahma. So ability to do Chintanam on Brahma, devoid of all the other Vishayas. This is Shama. He divides this into three categories now. Uttamo madhyamaschaiva jaganya iti chatridha nirupito vipaschidbhihi tattallakshana vedibhihi. Uttamo madhyamaschaiva jaganya iti chatridha vipaschidbhihi tallakshana vedibhihi nirupito. Nirupito shamaha. Shamaha nirupita. Shama is pointed out or described in three ways: Uttama Shama, Madhyama, and Jaganya, inferior. By whom? Tat Lakshana Vedivi, those who are the knowers of these Lakshanas of Shama, Dhamma, etc. Vipaschid Vihi, those who are Vipaschid, the knowers. Now he gives in three shlokas, 98, 99, 100. Uttama, Madhyama, Jaganya, Shama. What is Uttama Shanti? Swavikaram parityajya vastumatrataya sthitihi manasah sottama shantir brahma nirvana lakshana. Mind which does not undergo any modification. Swavikaram parityajya. Or if there are any modification, there is no attention to them. Vastu matra taya sthitihi, remaining only as vastu matra. Vastu matra means knowing the essence of the mind itself, which is existence. Such manasaha shantihi, which is Brahma Nirvana Lakshana, which is pointing out the liberation, which means moksha. If such mind is there, which doesn't undergo changes, etc., one is bound to get moksha through knowledge. So, lot of preparation is already there. In Panchadashi, it is said, such a sadhaka, he has to give up the idea, I am a meditator, dhyata, and I am meditating. So, dhyanam, dhyatra dhyane parityajya. Then, pramad dhyeka gocharam. Gradually, only Dhyeya, only Brahma, which is my Dhyeya, that alone is the object of meditation. So when mind is disciplined, then such a person can do the meditation practice, dhyana, sadhana, and they can attain Shanti. Which Shanti? Brahma Nirvana Lakshana Shanti. So that's Shanti by which Nirvana Brahmatmana Sthiti is attained. So that Shanti is like a prerequisite. That is the means. And in such mind, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, they are very insignificant. So that is given in the shloka here. Shloka is from Viveka Chudamani, that is referred. But main idea one should understand. Nirvana Paramam, moksha, nirvana means moksha. Tat parama nishtha, yasyaha shanti. That much shanti is needed. Tam nirvana paramam, brahmatmana sthiti, lakshana. Brahmatma, one can remain as Brahma. Mind is so calm, some purva vasanas now and then can come, but person is deep into dhyanam, chintanam. विशुद्ध सत्वस्य गुणः प्रसादः स्वात्मानुभूतिः परमा प्रशान्तिः तृप्तिः प्रहर्षः परमात्मनिष्ठा यया सदानंद रसम समृच्छति. विशुद्ध सत्व, when there is extreme sattva, where rajo guna and tamo guna, they become very insignificant. Vishuddha sattvasya gunaha prasadaha swatmanubhutihi. Then swatmanubhuti, parama prashantihi. One will get parama prashanti. Triptihi praharshaha, contentment, joy, paramatmanistha. All these are the gunaha of Vishuddha Sattva. Yaya, and through this Paramatmanistha, Sadananda Rasam Samruchyati. He attains Sadananda Rasam. This is Uttama Shamaha. Now Madhyama. Shamaha means Shanti. Pratyak Pratyaya Santana Pravaha Karanam Dhiyaha Yadesha Madhyama Shantihi Shuddha Sattvaika Lakshana. Pratyak Pratyaya Santana Pravaha Karanam Dhiyaha, of the intellect, the steady stream of thoughts about Atma, devoid of any Anatma Chintanam as much as possible. Yada Tada Esha Shuddha Sattvaika Lakshana Madhyama Shanti. Then that is called Madhyama Shanti, which has Shuddha Sattva Eka Lakshana. So Chitta, which is vikshiptam, distracted now and then, and it tries to go out, but if I have constant flow of thought of Atma, so at least for some time in a day, a person does this regularly, and gradually Swabhava is Shanti. Swabhavatah hi Shanta. So any dissimilar thought, vijatiya vritti, he keeps them aside. Sajatiya vritti pravaha, he allows. And when Bahirmukhta is given up, extrovertedness. Extrovertedness will be there because of the agitated mind. Agitated mind can give extrovertedness. Extrovertedness will give more agitation. So vikshiptam chiptam, vishaya vairagya, when this passion towards objects is there, then I can become introvert. Maharshi Patanjali ji has given a sutra, Shantoditau Tulya Pratyayau Chittasya Ekagrata Parinamah iti. Shanta means past. Udita means present. Pratyaya means chitta vritti. So, past one when it is gone and present one when it has arisen, such pratyaya, chitta vritti, tulya pratyaya, they both are happening together, one after the other. Chittasya ekagrata, that means chitta is very pointed, sharp, focused. When he sees atita padartha, then ekagrata is there. Chittasya parinama ekagrata. So rajoguna etc. when they arise, dhyanam, paying attention to atma, is the mukhya sadhana. So this tranquility of mind is called madhyama shanti. But this has to be acquired. Prayatnena sampadaniya means I have to put forth effort. And when I sit down for dhyanam, we know mind will run outside. Mind wants to go and see things, hear things. So yato yato nishcharati manaschanchalam asthiram tatastato niyamyetad atmanyeva vasham nayet. That mind, you have to bring it back to Atma, bring it back to Atma, no matter where it wants to go. Then only the Shanti will come. Otherwise, Chitta is extremely vikshipta. Nothing serious can be accomplished. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutrabhashyakritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyaptadehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.